Okay, so let's get started right away with JP. What's your update for us today?
Um, Yesterday I finished the um, phone number adding or saving for the website, but I didn't make a pull request yet. I'm just making sure everything is working fine. And I checked some PRs for Turnkey yesterday. Um, for today, probably moving to take over Mohammed's task for the turnkey.
Okay, gotcha. Well, we threw you in here for a couple of things. So I know 7 and 8 we had you on
Yeah,
for the tasks,
yeah.
JP. And those are the trickier ones. That's function integrations. And then these down here are three that I feel should be very easy. All of these are going to be toasters.
Okay, got it.
These three are going to be toasters. So you can just make that happen. Obviously, you got to make sure the toaster shows up at the right
Mm-hmm.
time. And yeah, that's
Okay,
that.
thank you.
So let's make sure to wrap these up. And Sangeet, how about you? What's your update for us?
Uh, yeah, I'm just fixing that errors actually. That's some build errors over there. So that's why I've done that day and yesterday and just today also I'll be doing this that one. So I'm having yeah. Okay, yeah, that's I'm just fixing that errors.
Okay, what's left there? Is there much left? Because I'd like to make sure we're ready to throw you in another route when you're done with that.
Uh, there is actually not much left. So I was just fixing some basic errors right now. I just fixed some basic, most of the most obvious errors, some kind of that is very predictable. But
Mhm.
it is just left with just 5 or 6 more. But that is actually more into just developer kind of thing. So uh, if I need any kind of help, I need to just contact the concerned developer, like who's a developer who's actually developed that. So if it is, I'm not sure, like if it's take too much time for him, I'm not sure, how it's affect the total time.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay, all right.
that sounds good. We'll let you continue
Mhm.
working on wrapping up the errors that you were assigned. Jomar, how about you? What's your update for us?
So yesterday I finished, or I just started with the fixes for my pending PRs. I finished a I finished a fix for the toast messages PR I had in TernKey, and I had started to fix the PR for the new card that Adrian mentioned. And for today, I'll continue with that fix and start with tasks 9, 12, and 30.
Okay, so which one of these are you going to be working on today?
I'll start with 9. Task number 9.
Number 9?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, sounds good. And Adrian, you're already working with Wasim right now.
Yeah, I just got back to him about what repo he needs to put on localhost 9000.
Okay. Are you gonna have a call with him?
If he needs me to have a call with him, I think he's working on it right now.
Okay. And all right, that's good. Well, we know we gotta work on. So that's it. That's it for Scrum today, guys. It's a short one. Missing Gautam, Maxim, and Ernest and Chris. And Ashutosh doesn't really need to show up to the morning scrum for now because he's mostly Arch. So, yeah, that's it for today. I figured once I got some messages, I realized today was going to be a pretty small meet. But all right, let's get all these things wrapped up and let's get TernKey back up and churning, and we'll continue forward. Wrap up all these integrations too. And we'll save these for a later. Well, one question I have, what happens when a user logs in and they fail? How many times are they allowed to give it a shot until they're ejected? Till they're not allowed to, or whatever most websites do. Most websites say, like, you have to wait 5 minutes, right? If you have too many password attempts. Sungi, weren't you working on that? Do you know if that's we have a security protocol for that?
Yeah, actually, we have security protocols for that. We will just store. So what is actually happens is that when the database side, when the user tries this multiple times, we will record the wrong passwords multiple times. If it's exceeded a particular amount of time, we will just give a date token over there. So whenever just a new user just he's again tries the password, we will just match with this date actually, the time and date and everything kind of things. If it is less than some amount of time, it's actually depends upon the website, because some website, as you said, have 10 minutes time, but some other websites, like for example IBM's website is actually having a more than one day, actually 24 hours. You can only try after 24 hours. So it always depends upon a different different people actually.
Okay, so we don't have anything implemented
No,
yet.
we don't have anything implemented it as of now, but I'm not sure about if we have some kind of columns over there or in the in the backend, because because I'm not the person who's actually designing the backend, like in the Firebase.
Understood. Okay, so it's good to know that we gotta make sure we include that. Just something I thought of last night. I'll write down somewhere so we don't forget it. And well, one question for you, Adrian. This right here, env file and git ignore files. This is something that's come up a few times. This is a pretty old comment. For security reasons, the secret keys are accessible through GitHub. They shouldn't. They should be shared with devs through Google Drive. Some secrets still need to be added to the .env and git ignore. Have we wrapped this up for the most part, or is this still something that we should?
I think a lot of it is already on in.env and also git ignore. I haven't scanned the database in a good chunk, but I feel like there's still some secrets in there. But I can scan it again. But for the most part, a lot of the secrets are already being passed around through Google Drive or through dev to dev instead of like seeing it on GitHub.
Okay, so what's yep.
Yeah, so I have a kind of suggestion for this, because like in most of the places, there is some things called Azure Key Vault. Like I'm not sure about what's the alternative in the GCP. So normally we will keep this all the environment files actually in the key vaults actually. So whenever actually we need to change this key, this keys and every kind of thing, we will change it over the vault itself. So this is actually one of the securest way to just keep all these things over there. But I'm not I don't know what's alternative in the GCP actually. It is actually something which is in the Azure actually. So you can just do that thing, or you can just keep the env file in the server itself. Because in that way, what's advantage is that we don't need to just circulate the env files and other JSON files every time, like when we update it. We can just directly call the API of the Azure Key Vault and just reference it. That's all.
Understood. Okay, you know what Sangeet means by that, Adrian? Does that make sense?
No, but I will look into it for sure.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay, I'll just make sure to save onto this. Make sure it's addressed at some point. And okay, guys, that's it for Scrum. Thanks, everyone. See you guys.